Tucker Carlson's take on UFOs isn't just a step into the unknown, it's a dive into the extraordinary, the spiritual, and perhaps the terrifying. In his candid conversation with Joe Rogan, Carlson ventured beyond the conventional little green men narrative.
So they're from here, and they've been here for thousands of years, whatever they are, and it's pretty clear to me that they're spiritual entities, whatever that means. They're supernatural, and which is to say, supernatural means above the natural, above the observable nature, and they don't behave according to the laws of science as measured by people, and they've been here for a long time, and there's a ton of evidence they're under the ocean and under the ground. So, like, with that fact set,
Carlson pointed to their unexplainable speeds, their seeming disregard for physics, and their silent appearances. These characteristics, he argued, align more with the supernatural than the technological. Could these entities, he mused, be the same figures referenced in ancient texts, like the fiery wheels of Ezekiel? Have we been misinterpreting these encounters all along, seeing them as futuristic marvels rather than ancient forces re-emerging? Could it be that our understanding of these phenomena has been clouded by our own technological advancements, blinding us to the ancient wisdom embedded in these texts? With an eerie calm, Carlson questioned how humanity should approach such beings, suggesting they might represent a new dimension of spiritual warfare. Whether they are harbingers of hope or omens of destruction, Carlson's perspective transforms UFOs from distant curiosities into immediate and profound mysteries.
People with actual knowledge of it. Again, that's another story where there are some, fanciful ideas floating around that are just, there's no evidence that they're true. But if you talk to people who, have actual knowledge of it that they gathered themselves, there are parts of that story that I do not understand at all that are really, really, really dark. It's so dark that I, haven't told my wife about it. I mean, I haven't verified any of this, but this is not just stuff that I read on the internet. I know you all are very, very grounded in that story, so I think I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But there's some stuff there that's just like, man, I'm not even sure what that means. There's a spiritual component there that I don't fully understand. So yes, that story bothers me. And I think, last thing I'll say, that one of the reasons that we've had all these disclosures and all of these, 10 whistleblowers at this point, and it hasn't really become front page news. Part of it's suppression. Parts of the government don't want you to know about it, but part of it is the public can't deal with it. It's too far out. The implications are too profound. And I understand that. Because I've heard things where I'm just like, oh man, I don't even really want to know that, honestly.
Deeply disturbing stuff. Forget like saucers and technology. It's deeply disturbing stuff that I haven't even told Natalie.
The justification one often hears is, well, the government, various presidents who have been read in, not all have been, haven't wanted to disclose this because it would scare people. And I've always thought that's bullshit. You're hiding a crime, which they are, by the way, in my opinion. But I do think there's a sense in which that's not totally crazy. Like, there is some stuff, if it's true, and I'm kind of thinking it may be true, that's so radical that, as we both said, we don't want to tell the people we love most about it because, like, why would you, disturb someone like that? So I kind of get that. I hate to admit it. I'm not arguing for hiding things. I believe in the truth and I believe in disclosure, but I understand the impulse. Like, holy smokes, this is heavy. You know what I mean?
And the government's involvement in it makes it even heavier because then you realize the complicity.
Exactly.